What's going on, everyone? Let's talk about Austin Clutch Reaves and his performance against the Memphis Grizzlies and just going forward, his impact going forward. Austin Reaves was sensational in the Memphis Grizzlies game, to say the least, right? 23 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists on efficiency, 8 of 13 scoring, 3 of 5 from 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 1 block, 1 steal, and 1 dominant closeout performance. And you got to love it. Right? You also got to credit the stars as well. LeBron James, Anthony Davis, they were willing to take that back seat and allow Austin Reaves to kind of take the game over down the stretch. Austin Reaves went on a 9-0 run by himself. He's screaming, I'm him, all of that. And you love it. You love the competitiveness, you love the drive, you love the confidence, and it's great to have a guy in Austin Reaves that can close down the stretch. And we've seen it from several guys, not just Reaves. I mean, Dennis Schroeder has closed down the stretch. Obviously, we know LeBron James and Anthony Davis can. Seen them do that on countless occasions. D'Angelo Russell has closed out some games and hit some big shots down the stretch. Rui Hachimura has hit some big shots down the stretch. But Austin Reaves and his ability to create and be a 3-level scorer is just so massive and so impactful. And it's not that he just scores. Like, anyone could take 25 shots and put up 20 points in a game, right? It's more than that. It's being able to do it on an efficient clip, which we're seeing Austin Reaves do it night in and night out. The guy is just a model of what an efficient scorer and shooter is. And there were a lot of questions going into this game with Austin Reaves. A lot, right? First playoff series, how would he show up? Would he shrink? Would he be able to live up to the moment? The Memphis Grizzlies game, he didn't have the best game, and there were definitely concerns. But he showed that he's not afraid of the moment. He showed that, like, hey, again, I am him, right? I'm the guy that is not too big for the moment. I'm the guy that can come in, step up, and do what is needed from me on a nightly basis. I mean, he was also the driving force in the beginning. He scored like 7 of our first 11 points, and then credit him. He kind of kept Reaves. People were even asking, like, why isn't Reaves in the game? Why isn't Reaves playing right now? And it was to keep him fresh so he could do that at the end of the game. That was the plan all along. Again, you got to credit that. And when you look at the game against Minnesota, he had 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. Not a bad stat line for, your third, fourth player on the roster. But he was 4 of 13 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, and there were those concerns. But he just, again, showed, hey, I'm here. I can do that. I'm not too big for the moment. And this is a guy that's hit game-winning shots, that has closed down the stretch on numerous games. And he's part of that unit of guys that can beat you on any given night. Right? That's the beauty of this Lakers roster. That's the beauty of this Lakers team, is you have Reaves, you have Schroeder, you have Rui, you have Beasley, who, yes, I know he hasn't, that game wasn't really great for him, but he only took 3 shots, right? You got to actually get him looks. But he's a guy that all of a sudden can just go off for 25 and win you a game. We've seen that happen. Troy Brown has had some games like that. And it's not even that they have to. It's not even that Reaves has to go get 30. Not even that Rui has to put up 29. It's not even that Beasley and Troy Brown and Schroeder and all these guys have to go give you 20 to 30 night in and night out. It's about who's, like, having 2 or 3 guys a night that step up. LeBron and AD, they're going to get you their 20 a night, unless guys are just absolutely shooting the lights out. And again, that's credit to those stars. Anthony Davis and LeBron James, Anthony Davis took 17 shots and LeBron James took 16. They could have easily said, hey, I need my 25, right? I need to go get it. And they could have gotten it, and they probably would have given you 30. But to show we don't need Anthony Davis and LeBron James to go give us 80 points combined a game. You don't need that when you have these guys, and you have a guy like Austin Reaves who is fine and comfortable going and seeking shots, being effective, operating in that pick and roll. He's just beautiful in that. High IQ, doesn't make bad decisions. He always seems to make the right play. And here's the other thing too. So not only did he have 23 points on, again, efficient shooting, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, he had 0 turnovers. 0. He takes care of the ball. He protects the ball. He plays well. He played point guard in college. This is a guy that understands what his role is, what he's supposed to do, and provide you another guy that can close down the stretch. To have him and LeBron and have Schroeder the night, who's got it? Who's the hot hand, right? We saw it. D'Lo in that Wolves game, he didn't have it that night. Dennis Schroeder came in, Dennis Schroeder stepped up, and he was the guy that night. We saw it in this game, right? The Grizzlies game. D'Lo, he had it going. You saw Schroeder sat on the bench, closed the game. D'Lo was in, made some nice plays. Austin Reaves was closing down the stretch. D'Lo was hitting some big threes. That's the beauty of this team. That's the beauty of this roster. And a lot of this unit outside of LeBron and AD is driven by Austin Reaves. Like, seriously, it's the best. It's what puts the Lakers in position. When Reaves has a solid performance and outing, you see it impact the rest of the team. And that is crucial going forward. Not just this Memphis series, but assuming we win, which I do believe we will, especially if we win game. If we win game 2, the series is over. But even if we don't, I still believe we win this series. I really do. But let's say, we win this series and we go on and play the Kings or the Warriors. Austin Reaves, again, is going to be massive. We're going to need him to be able to generate buckets and score. So will D'Lo, so will Rui, so will Schroeder, so will all those guys. But Reaves just opens up so much more. We know that LeBron James and Anthony Davis can go off any given night. And there's going to be games in the playoffs where they're going to have to. There will probably be a game, maybe even this series, where LeBron and AD are going to have to take over, and it's going to have to be the LeBron and AD show. They're more than capable of that. But why have them do that and take away from the guys that are hot, right? Why take the ball out of Rui's hands when the guy is shooting the lights out? Why take the ball out of Reaves' hands when he's going on a run and he's on a heater? Let him keep going. And what did he do? He kept going, and he finished the game, and we won, and we pulled away. That's what it's about. It's about having stars, because you see it. Like, when do you ever see Luka just take a back seat? And a guy gets hot. No, he's still taking step back threes from, 90 feet. It's just like, you get these guys that it's belief and trust in your teammates. It's belief and trust in your roster. And it's also having guys that can do it. Look at the Suns game. They had Kevin Durant and they had Devin Booker. Those two guys didn't touch the ball. Not because they didn't want to, but because they weren't getting the ball. And Chris Paul and Ayton were taking all the shots down the stretch, and they lost the game. Right? The difference is we had Austin Reaves and Rui who were hitting those shots down the stretch. And we could have gotten the ball to LeBron. We could have gotten the ball to AD. LeBron got the ball on several occasions. What did he do? Went and sought out Austin Reaves. Went and sought out Rui Hachimura. That's what makes this team great. That belief, that trust from your stars, from your coaches. Got to credit Darvin Ham as well for allowing that to happen, because you see some coaches, because if it didn't work, guess who's the scapegoat? The coach. Darvin Ham, if Austin Reaves took the last 5 shots of the game and he missed all 5 of them and the Lakers lost, everyone's going after Darvin Ham, because everyone, and LeBron, right? You got to credit LeBron too. But everyone's going after LeBron and Darvin Ham and saying, how can you have Austin Reaves shoot the ball down the stretch when you have LeBron James, terrible coaching, coach is trash, fire him, LeBron James sucks, he needs to retire, trade him. That would have been the conversation. But LeBron trusts in Reaves, the coach trusts in Reaves. Reaves has proven that he can be that guy, and they stepped up and they got it done. You got to credit it all around. Austin Reaves deserves the bulk of the credit because he was the one that did it, right? He was the one that went out and got it done. But you have to credit the coach. You have to credit your unselfish stars. Because in a tight game like that, what does everyone look for? The stars. Get the ball to your stars and let them go win a game. And that will be the case. There will be games during this playoff run for the Lakers in which you're probably going to need LeBron James and Anthony Davis to do that. But you don't need them to be ball dominant. All the numbers, all the stats, the eye test, everything Everything shows when LeBron James and Anthony Davis are part of the offense rather than the offense, this team is better by like large margins. They're one of the best teams in the league by large margins when everybody is playing at a level, right? And it's not just give the ball to LeBron and let LeBron take 30 shots and everyone stand around and do nothing. Like, that's the difference, right? That's what we need to see and continue to see from this team. The type of play that we saw in that Memphis game 1, and keep going. And Austin Reaves, he's that man. He ain't afraid of the moment. I mean, and to have basically 5 guys put up 20. You had Austin Reaves, right, with 23. You had LeBron James with 21. AD had 22. Rui had 29. And D'Lo had 19. Yeah, we'll round it up for him. Right? But that's the balanced attack we need. I'm not saying everyone has to put up 20 or 30. You know, and more likely than not, LeBron and AD are going to probably get you 25 a night rather than 21 or 22. But look, if these guys can't, if Austin Reaves is giving you 20 a night, D'Lo's giving you 20 a night, and Rui's giving you 15 to 20 a night, those 3 guys, and then Schroeder has a night, and LeBron and AD give you 20 a night, who cares? Who cares? It should not be about that. I mean, even after the game, reporters were talking about, like, well, you guys only took 17 shots. Like, why is that even a question? So what? It's better, like, you want to take the ball out of the guy who's on a heater right now that is absolutely slicing and dicing the Memphis Grizzlies, and what? Have LeBron overexert himself for what? To try to get the same result? It's illogical. People are so focused and highlighted on the stars have to play to a certain standard. LeBron and AD set the tone. They were monsters on the defensive end. Anthony Davis and LeBron James gave you 10 blocks. They were just everywhere, swarming. Anthony Davis, that was one of the most dominant performances we have seen from him. That was a defensive clinic. LeBron James locking guys up. That's what we need. We need those guys to set the tone, lock in defensively, buy into the team, and allow your guys like Austin Reaves to step up and play big. I'm telling you, the Lakers are getting this done. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What do you think of Austin Reaves' performance? However you feel, let me know down in the comments below.